Hey, what's up? Today I just wanted to make a quick video to show you this strap here, which is my absolute favorite camera strap now when using two cameras. It's a handmade leather strap, which is half the price of the competitors, and it makes me really wonder why anybody would feel the need to spend anything more than this. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is what they call the vintage narrow camera strap with stitching. Not the best product name, but it is one of many made by a company named Desired Leather. And at $130, it's actually the most expensive option that they have, but that's still half the price of something like the Holdfast Moneymaker. But this is the one I would recommend. It's the strap that I chose for myself and I paid my own money for, so let's talk about it. Actually, after I bought this one, they did send me a few single straps to compare, but I want to make that into a separate video so I can spend time explaining the differences in some of their different models. So first of all, Desired Leather seems like a really solid and trustworthy company located in Moldova in northeastern Europe. They hand cut, paint, and wax all of their products with high quality, durable materials, and it definitely looks and feels that way. I mean, all the way down to the stitching and the stainless steel hardware. These straps definitely feel every bit as premium as I would expect from even the name brand versions that cost over 2 times as much as this does. Coming back to this specific strap here though, it works like two belts basically that wrap around your shoulders and connect in the back with a big patch in the center. And there are shorter sliding straps that loop through those belts on either side that will attach to your camera using a little screw in loop and a quick release system that's very similar to what you see on other brands. There are nice little touches here too though, like the leather pull for the quick release, and the leather safety strap to make sure you don't accidentally drop your camera without meaning to release it. We'll come back to some more small details in just a second. This particular version has shoulder straps that are 2.5 centimeters wide and no shoulder pads, but it's unbelievably comfortable anyway because of the way that it sits on your body and distributes the weight. I used it just this past weekend on an 8-hour wedding shoot with two full-frame Sony A1 cameras and f1.4 and f1.2 prime lenses, and my shoulders and my back felt better than they ever have before on any other long day of shooting. Another thing that I've loved about this strap is that because it's this around the shoulders harness style strap system instead of two separate straps connected in the front and the back like you get with, for example, the Black Rapid straps, this is actually really easy to hide under a suit jacket. Of course, I think if you take off the jacket, it still looks really cool obviously, but it can be surprisingly inconspicuous. Now, we didn't have any major challenges that I haven't had before using this with a suit and a jacket either. Mainly, of course, when I pick it up, for example, the suit jacket is still hanging over the strap, so I have to pull that off. But that's something I've experienced with every other strap in the past, wearing it under a jacket. And whether it's with a t-shirt or a dress shirt, I haven't had any problems with this part here getting stuck on my shirt as I pick it up either. Maybe if you have something really loose, it might get pulled into that. But I think that this connection point is big enough that it's not going to be a major problem where it gets stuck on your shirt as you pull the camera up. At least it hasn't been an issue for me. But do be aware that the cameras naturally sit back a little bit far compared to your body, and if you let go with both hands and walk around, they might bump into each other behind you. I think it's mostly because they don't have a stopper system like Black Rapid does. I might try and DIY something to stop this from sliding back too far. I don't think it will be all that difficult, but do make sure to follow my Facebook page to see updates once I figure that out. Your cameras can also spin freely, so make sure that you look before you grab your camera so that way you don't accidentally grab the lens and get fingerprints all over it. That did happen to me once or twice. They sell little tethers to hold the camera in place that buckle to your belt loops. And they sort of work, but they are a few inches long, so the cameras can still swing around a bit, and their effectiveness might depend on the position of the belt loop straps on your pants. It is an interesting idea though, and it could definitely help in some situations. During a wedding though, when I needed my cameras to be ready to go at any moment, either one, I just didn't have the time to mess around with these extra little straps, but if I was on a more slow-paced, relaxed photo shoot, it could definitely be worth it. Anyway, they do have a couple of different sizes, and they're all adjustable. This is the small size here, and I'm 170 centimeters, just under 60 kilograms, and as you can see, the adjustment is kind of right in the middle of the lengths that you can adjust this to, and it's been perfect for me. Also, for my size and build, this narrow design feels just right. Like I said, it's very comfortable, and I think that the thicker strap design would just be overkill. Sorry, as my cameras are squeaking on my chair here. It's kind of weird wearing this while I'm sitting down. Now, to be fair, I do have a couple of small complaints, I guess, so let's just quickly jump back to that quick release system for your camera, and there are just two things I want to point out. One is that the little clips that the safety tethers come with, not the main clips, but the safety tethers, are a little bit large for me because I always take the little dangly strap hooks off of my camera, and I'm guessing that most people using this kind of strap will probably do the same. But I found some little clips at the dollar store and just replaced them, and these work beautifully, slipping through the little eye holes or whatever they're called that are still on the camera. These I can take off quick and easy, so I think it might just be cool if they offered a couple of different options for different styles of clips. But anyway, the second thing is that releasing those quick releases is very easy, and I mean that in a good way. Clipping them closed can be a little bit awkward though. I hope this comparison makes sense, but I just wish that the little pin that holds it closed was angled on the inside so that way you could push it closed and snap it closed quick, but then keep it closed securely from pulling open the other direction, kind of like the pin on a doorknob, if that makes sense. As it is though, I found that looping the camera into that quick release as far as you can, and then using the camera body in your left hand to push that quick release closed down while pulling that leather pull with your right hand to let it snap in works best. But with that being said, I do want to reassure you that the quick release systems on this are very secure. The pins here I think are long enough, and the resistance on the springs for this quick release are strong enough that I don't think you're going to release this accidentally. But you're definitely going to want to use these safety tethers with this system, which is not something that I felt was as necessary with the Black Rapid system. Okay, so for a few small final details. They also have some little metal loops up near your shoulders where you could attach another accessory, like their strap for a third camera, for example. I haven't used it, but it's there. And the last thing to mention is that you can have that center leather patch on the back engraved with your name or logo. Again, I didn't. For me, I think it's a little bit cheesy, but again, it is an option, and a free one actually, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this strap looks awesome, it feels awesome, it is insanely and surprisingly comfortable. If you're looking for a strap system for 2 cameras, I could not recommend anything else more than this at the moment, at least. Full stop. I love this strap. But if you have any questions or comments, do let me know down below, and also be sure to check out the links to see all the different varieties of straps that Desired Leather have, and be sure to check back on this page for a review / comparison of their single strap systems as well. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, thank you for watching.